Yeah.
I remember watching a YouTube video of Donald Trump announcing his run for presidency on my phone. I was sitting in my car between shifts. Obviously, Donald Trump was a fucking idiot, and I didn't think much more about it. Not long after that, Trump came to Jacksonville for a campaign rally. I was food running at a restaurant on the St. Johns River, and Donald Trump was across the river speaking at a rundown strip mall. The strip mall had a Hooters, a honky-tonk bar, the worst tattoo parlor in Jacksonville. Zach can attest he got a tattoo there. And a statue of Andrew Jackson in the parking lot. I ran some food to a table outside. I could hear Donald Trump yelling about stupid bullshit. After the rally, about 100 Trump supporters took the water taxi across the river to the restaurant. Most of them were obese white men. The obese white men ordered chicken fingers and cheeseburgers. They wanted to dip their french fries in ranch. I ran out so many sides of ranch to so many obese white men. I didn't want to give them food because I did not want to be responsible for sustaining their lives. But I needed money for rent, food, gasoline, car insurance, alcohol, and marijuana occasionally. I thought about quitting. I thought about trying to get a job at a bookstore because feeding chicken fingers to Trump supporters didn't seem like something I wanted to be doing with my life. After work, I drove to my apartment. My girlfriend that I lived with was lying in bed. I told her about the Trump supporters. She said, "Trump supporters are fucking stupid." I said, "I can't wait until the primaries are over and never have to think about Donald Trump again." We watched a low-quality video of Chunking Express on YouTube and fell asleep. A month later, I got evicted from my apartment because my other roommate told a 10-person folk punk band that was touring through Florida that they could sleep on our floor. But instead of sleeping, they stayed up all night snorting cocaine and playing the banjo. We had been getting a lot of noise complaints, and this one was the last. My girlfriend moved back in with her parents and broke up with me. Surprise, surprise. I was really depressed for a couple days, then I was just normal depressed again. My friend Jake said he had a spare bedroom. He told me to come to a watch party for the Republican debates after I got off work. He said he would show me the room after the party. So after work, I went to the party. Donald Trump was on a TV saying stupid bullshit. He was on the stage with 10 other assholes that were also saying stupid bullshit. Rand Paul talked aggressively about net neutrality. Ted Cruz said something stupid about Syria, and Donald Trump bragged about the size of his penis. Later that night, Jake introduced me to his roommate, Daniel, and Daniel's girlfriend, Jenna. Daniel ordered a pizza. I ate pizza and drank beer and listened to Daniel and Jenna argue about gun control. A little later, the host of the party took a few slices of pizza without asking Daniel, and Daniel punched him in the face. So we had to leave the party. We drove to Jake's place. The house was across the railroad tracks in Murray Hill. It was a block from a Family Dollar, a Subway, a Metro PCS, a Coin Laundry, and a liquor store that I would soon get to know very well. Blue Martini. Daniel showed me the room. It was a little bigger than a closet, but I didn't care. I was just happy to have somewhere to live. I watched Eastbound and Down with Daniel, and we talked for a while. Besides punching the host of the party in the face over pizza, Daniel seemed like a pretty okay guy. A couple months passed. I was spending a lot of time alone, reading books in my room, going on jogs, working on writing. It felt good. I didn't feel depressed for the first time in a long time. One night when I was trying to fuck off and read in my room, Daniel told me that Jenna broke up with him. He held up a bottle of expensive whiskey and asked me to drink it with him, so I said sure, and we both got drunk as fuck on the stoop. Daniel confessed to me that he was a Trump supporter. He said that Jenna didn't like that he was a Trump supporter. Later that night, I smashed an empty bottle of whiskey on the kitchen floor and puked all over our futon, and I cleaned up Daniel's vomit. A couple weeks later, Daniel went to Indiana to volunteer at a sculpture park. He was going to be gone for 2 months, from May 15th to August 15th. I started hanging out with his ex-girlfriend, Jenna. We went to the bar and took tequila shots. We went to the beach and ate mushrooms and swam in the ocean. We even planned a trip to New York together. I don't like being around people very much. I can be around people, but usually after a couple of consecutive days of being around people, I just want to hide in my room and read books. But I was hanging out with Jenna every night. I'd never wanted to be around another person for weeks at a time before. We were best friends. One day, Jenna was dog sitting for some rich people over in Avondale. She invited me over and we split an 18 at PBR and swam naked in their pool. The next morning, I told Jenna that I liked her as more than a friend, and she said that she liked me as more than a friend too. So without even thinking, I started dating my current roommate's ex-girlfriend. On August 15th, I forgot that Daniel was coming home on August 15th. So around 2 a.m., I was pretty drunk. I walked out of my bedroom in my underwear. I saw the front doorknob turn, and then I saw the front door open. I thought, oh shit. And there was Daniel. Jenna was asleep in my bed, and he probably wouldn't have known that if her car wasn't also in the driveway and her purse wasn't also on the coffee table. I thought he was going to fucking kill me. So I went into the bathroom, I locked the door, took a 30-minute shower, because I thought that as soon as I left the bathroom, my roommate was going to kill me. But he didn't kill me, and some other stuff happened, and shit was weird for about a week. Me and Jenna slept at her dad's house so that we wouldn't have to worry about Daniel killing us in our sleep. Then me and Jay kicked Daniel out of the house, and he still didn't kill me. I thought it was weird. I mean, I thought he would at least punch me in the face or something. But he didn't even do that. Archer says that you have to risk your life sometimes to find out what it's worth, and I thought I was doing that. Daniel owned like 3 guns. I was ready to die, but everything turned out perfectly fine. On election day, I went to a coffee shop with Jenna. At this point, we were living together. I said, I can't wait until I never have to think about Donald Trump again. I really thought this. He won the primary when he wasn't supposed to win the primary, according to the New York Times.
Why don't you talk to me like this every day?
There was no fucking way he was going to win the general election, also according to the New York Times. So November 8th will be the last day I would have to think about Donald Trump. Around 9 p.m. we went to a bar called Wall Street. I'm sure some of y'all are familiar. But for those that aren't, Wall Street is the best, worst bar in Jacksonville. It's one of the oldest liquor licenses in the city. You can smoke cigarettes inside. They have $2 PBR, Bush, and Genesee Cream. And everyone there is drinking to get drunk and doing coke in the bathroom. Ask AJ.
Mind your own goddamn business.
Everything's about you, AJ.
People were drinking beer and staring at TV.
Shut the fuck up!
The results for Florida were coming in. Everyone in the bar looked nervous, and newscasters looked nervous. Then Donald Trump won Florida. I looked at Jenna and said, shoot is getting real. I think I'd like to drink PBR in the comfort of my own home now. So we left the bar. At the house, we turned on the TV. Trump kept winning states. He was winning states he wasn't supposed to win. I paced around the living room. I looked at Jenna and said, I want to break something. Jenna smiled like she also wanted to break something. I went to my room. I dragged up my desk out of the room and into the backyard, and I grabbed a hammer and beat the shit out of my desk. Jenna grabbed a hammer and beat the shit out of my desk too. I yelled, fuck Trump. Jenna yelled, fuck Trump. We went back inside and looked at the TV. On the TV, there were obese white men wearing red hats. They looked just like the motherfuckers that came into the restaurant after the campaign rally. Should have read on my phone. They didn't look nervous at all. They looked like the happiest bunch of fuckhead white supremacists you've ever seen. I wanted them to die. I wanted to shoot ranch smothered chicken fingers from a gun at their face. I said to Jenna, I want these frat boy looking ass motherfuckers to die. I stopped drinking beer because I don't drink beer when I'm depressed anymore, for the most part. Jenna said, let's just go to bed. She fell asleep, but I couldn't sleep. I knew Donald Trump was going to win, but I wanted to stay up anyway and watch it happen. I don't know why. Jenna woke up around 3 a.m. I was scrolling through my phone. She rolled over and looked at me. She said, is Donald Trump our president, baby? And God damn it. Telling someone that you're falling in love with that Donald Trump is the new president doesn't feel fucking good. A couple of days later, I went on a jog. It's something I always did when I wanted to try and make sense of things. I hadn't accepted that Donald Trump was going to be president. I was running fast and listening to punk songs and choking victim and shit. And it hit me. It wasn't a joke anymore. It was real. And it was going to fucking suck. I kept repeating quotes from philosophers that I had read. I thought, conquer yourself rather than the world. I thought, man is nothing else but what he makes of himself. I thought, to live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. And I felt a little better. It's been almost 2 years since I started writing this, and I'm beginning to realize that the world I was born into is going to be a whole hell of a lot different than the one I leave behind. But for tonight at least, fuck all that shit. I'm getting drunk with my friends, and if that isn't nice, I don't know what is.
Yeah!